Welcome to My Period Stories. I'm your host, Funke Treasure. This is a video podcast series where we talk about menstruation and all issues pertaining to menstruation happening to girls and women. And here on My Period Stories, we bring you amazing people with fascinating stories to tell about their periods. Some time ago, we brought Dr. Abayomi Ajayi of the Nautical Fertility Center here to talk about endometriosis, and what a brilliant interview that was. So illuminating to have him here. Today, we follow up with a young girl, a 14 and a half years old teenager, who is going to be telling us about her endometriosis story. I didn't say she's a sufferer. There's something about her after the break. A scholarship for girls. A sanitary pad scholarship for girls is imperative given the level of poverty in the world in Nigeria. Economically, many homes are struggling. It's difficult for a lot of our girls to get the right materials to properly maintain their periods.
Will lift people out of poverty, ignorance, and oppression. I, Olufunke Treasure, will shine like the star that I am. My voice shall rise and continue to rise for the benefit of humanity.
I'm glad that finally we did the flag off of the Sanitary Pad Scholarship initiative, or scheme if you like. I was happy to see the girls and the participation as well. Our pad boxes have been unveiled and it's going to travel the nation and beyond by His grace.
Maybe we should start with the definition.
Right.
That it is the deposit of the tissue that lines the uterus, which is what we call the endometrium. When it occurs anywhere apart from where it's supposed to be lining the uterus, it's called endometriosis. So, and this can go anywhere. But the commonest places where it is usually below the umbilicus. That's the commonest places. But it can go into the chest, but it can go into even the brain. So,
Oh, wow.
so because it's misplaced endometrium, So this, and those are part of the reasons why it's so difficult for doctors to make the diagnosis, because it's not as if, like in malaria, you have a headache, you have fever, it's malaria until it's not 2 plus 2 don't add up to 4.
And then you introduced the essay competition. Talk to me about that one. I mean, that excites me because now you've brought in the girl child. It's as if you're telling them to own this because there's something that pertains to you here. And so I'd like to hear what's your experience like with the essay competition and the girls writing about endometriosis?
Well, I think we've made wonderful discoveries. My belief in Nigeria is strengthened on a daily basis by the kind of people you come across in Nigeria. And these girls are so wonderful. Some of them are just... Doctors, most of the time, we make the mistake. We're always talking above people. We don't talk with them. We don't talk to them.
Right.
And your best bet is peer to talk to one another. So we started with this idea of saying, okay, fine, let these young girls talk about this condition that we know starts in their age group.
Right. So we have got Favour Udom with us on My Period Stories today. She has such knowledge about endometriosis that I thought she should be guesting on the podcast today. God's Favour, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We know that you're a winner already because you were first runner-up for the essay competition about endometriosis. And I'm looking at you, you're 14 and a half years old, because I don't want to say 14. That half is very important, isn't it? Right. So welcome to the show. How come endometriosis? What do you even know about endometriosis? How come you were runner-up on that competition?
Okay, well, it started from when my school posted the essay competition on the platform. Then my mom called me. She was like that I should write this essay, that it seems really good. And I really love writing because I've always been writing since I was very young. So I decided to take up on the challenge and write the essay. Then I got some help from my teachers. They corrected me, structured my work really well. And yes, we submitted it last year. And I even forgot about the essay completely. I thought that maybe I didn't win or something. Then my teacher told me that she got an email from the company that I was the first runner-up, and I was really, really excited.
I will be excited too. The title of the essay competition, or what you wrote about, was increasing awareness of endometriosis in Nigeria. What exactly did you write in that essay?
Well, I wrote on the meaning of endometriosis, the causes, the effects. There's even a day for endometriosis globally around the world, and it's celebrated mostly in March. And the thing is about endometriosis is people don't know about it. It's not even a common kind of disease. It may be common, but not so in a way that, or in a sense that people know about it. I never even knew about it till I saw the essay, I searched up on it, I learned a lot of things from it.
On a good day, just hearing endometriosis, one is bored already. And then you go research and then you see all this technical stuff, all those medical words. How come you weren't, I'm back to boring. How come you didn't see it as boring?
Well, I'm interested in medical stuff because I want to become a doctor.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you're practicing already?
Yes.
So tell us what you discovered about endometriosis. It's not a pleasant thing at all.
Yeah, it's really terrible and it's really, really painful. And it mostly happens during a girl's or a woman's menstrual period. And it's the endometrial tissues aren't they're meant to be aligned in the uterus, but they're not outside the uterus, which causes pain. And instead of the blood flowing through during your menstrual cycle to come out with that endometrial cells, they now stick there and tarnish the other organs beside it, making it bad, and it's just clot up, making the pain very severe.
I think you make a good doctor. I so understood endometriosis right now.
Thank
well
you.
done. Bravo.
Thank you.
Yay. This is impressive. Okay, so now that you know so much about endometriosis, are you sharing the knowledge with your friends in school?
Yes, I am.
How?
Like I've told them, they even knew about the essay competition. Then they knew I also like was the first runner up. I've told some of them about it, how it deals with like menstrual cycle, stuff like that. And I think I should really tell it more to one of my new friends because she just joined us recently. And during her like menstrual cycle, she always has like severe, very severe pains. So I think I'm going to give her one of the flyers and stuff like that so she can go check up on it and stuff.
What about if you shared your essay? Do you still have a copy of your essay?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I think you should share that more. Have you published it? Are you allowed to publish it?
No, but I will probably on my Instagram or maybe Facebook,
Okay,
stuff
so
like that.
how many pages is this essay? Because it might just be too long.
No, it was
for
3
Instagram.
pages.
3 pages on
Yes.
Instagram. Isn't that too long?
Probably. Maybe I'll shorten it.
Maybe you should make it a 2-part series. You publish half of it today and another. So beyond publishing, what else do you think you should do?
Well, I think like I should like be going to like all these schools, especially for all these public schools, because I feel like the private schools have more advantages because they teach more, they explain more about stuff like this, they really educate more on it. But all these public schools, they don't really get the opportunity to really understand diseases like this. So I feel like I should go like talk to them, tell them about diseases like this. So in case they have that kind of problem, they'll be able to share it and like overcome the problem.
That would be brilliant. So I'm looking at you. You're 14 and a half years old. Have you started menstruating? It's a personal question, but hey, we're talking periods here.
Yes.
You have. How long ago was that?
When I was in just 3.
What class are you now?
SS3.
You're a big girl. I mean, you can get pregnant if you did something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah? So you're careful about that, aren't you?
Yes, very careful.
So cool. Tell me about the period stories you know. I mean, we're talking endometriosis now. Do you have anyone? You just shared one with
Yes.
us. But you have your friends in school
Yes, I
who
do.
also menstruate.
Yes.
So talk to us about them. What's the experience? You people talk about it. Do you have bragging rights?
Not really though. Not really that much. But I know of someone who I think might have this disease but never knew about it because like she used to have like menstrual cycles over like 8 days and it got to a point where her tummy was bloating and that's like one of the symptoms of endometriosis and like she's infertile. She can't have children and stuff like that.
How do you know she's infertile? Doctor tomorrow. Talk to me. This is interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, but if she's bloating already, then that's a sign that there's a huge problem somewhere, to be
Yes.
honest. Oh, that's so perceptive of you to know that this is leading somewhere. I now believe that you're going to be a doctor for real.
Thank you.
Well done. You're watching My Period Stories. We'll take a break now. We'll be back to speak more with God's favor.
I want to say a really big thank you to the sanitary pad scholarship because it really helps me a lot. Before I got the sanitary pad, I normally use clothes, but immediately after I got in the scholarship pad, I use it every day and I take it to school. In case I find my menstruation in school, I will just quickly go to the toilet and change. I want to say a very big thank you to the scholarship pad.
When they gave us the sanitary pad, my parents was even happy because they never think that they can even give us, and the thing even helped me a lot. I normally change 4 times in a day, so I'd like to say thank you.
I benefit from it because I was able to share some of the pads with my friends. Some of them, like, they don't really have the money to buy pad. Some of them will be like they are using tissue, and that is not good. Like my mom is always telling me it's not good to use tissue because you can get infection and it's not good for the body. So like when you gave us the scholarship, I was really happy. I could share it with my sisters, my friend, and some of my rehearsal mates. That's why I would like to tell you thank you, ma.
My first day that I saw my menstruation, I was like afraid. That day I was in school. I was like, I told my friend that, But like now, please, I don't know what. I can't even stand up to go buy food. I was afraid. I was ashamed. My friend went to go look for a sweater for me, so that day I used sweater and tight my waist. Even closing time got 7. I was afraid to go home because like all my friends would be looking at me like, what is this? What is this? That thing. I was like, but now when I have the sanitary pad now, I used to carry the sanitary pad inside my bag and I'm going to school because it can come any day.
The pad really helped me because when I do not have money to buy it, I'll be like, where will I see money? And it's not easy to ask your parents. Like I'm always shy to ask them. But since gave us a scholarship for the pad, I'm happy.
Open the fire, play the bed, do let them know. No finish you, no finish you. Man no fit tire, every day I'm on the road. No limit you, no limit you. This now so good. Would you turn down for who? Would you robo? Many things we can do. Tori, I'm into you. Would you wire for you? Tonight I've been dancing at the bed away. Yeah. Yola balaba, give me your hand and shoulder. Cause she sure to get up. Blessings for your head up. Yola balaba, give me your hand and shoulder. But I no go get us. Better go locate us. Yola balaba, give me your hand and shoulder. Cause she sure to get up. Blessings for your head up. Yola balaba, give me your hand and shoulder. But I no go get us. Better go locate us. And I'm like Vuvuzela. No one can do you better. True body fall from me. Why now go shoddy? Love the energy tonight.
Welcome, you're watching My Period Stories, and today we have God's Favour Udom with us talking about her experience writing an essay and winning along with some other people. She was actually first runner-up in that essay competition and writing about the increasing awareness of endometriosis in Nigeria. Some time back we had Dr. Abayomi Ajayi who said to us that 1 in 10 women in Nigeria is suffering from endometriosis. And isn't it exciting to find a teenager who's so aware about endometriosis and is sharing her knowledge with her friends and also thinking of sharing on a bigger platform, both on social media and offline as well. So God's Favour, thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thank you.
Right, so let's talk about you at home and your mom. What was the reaction of your mom when she heard that you were writing this important essay?
She was the one who actually pushed me to write it. She encouraged me. She made me believe that I can win even if you try and you don't win. As long as you try to do your best, there's no effort lost and everything.
There's nothing like effort lost.
Yes.
I think I like your mom. She's a motivational speaker.
Yes.
And she stays by her subjects, right?
Yes.
Okay, so did she help you with doing the research?
Yes, with some. Then I showed her the stuff I wrote too. She checked them. She was even aware of it because she never knew about it too. So she also got aware of endometriosis too.
Do you have other sisters at home?
No, I have brothers. I'm the only girl.
Ah, okay, that makes the two of us then. Right. So let's return to endometriosis. What was it that struck you most about it?
The fact that
while you were doing the research.
Okay. The fact that it happens during menstrual pain. So you can never even know because it's normal for every girl to have menstrual pain. And you'd be like, oh, it's just menstrual pain. It's not anything serious. And you cannot know if it's actually endometriosis unless you go for a test, find out. And hearing different stories and some people and I don't even know if there's a cure for it because The thing is just so scary. I really don't wish for it for anyone.
It's scary. Yeah, listening to you talk about it and seeing that you're getting emotional about it is not only touching, but also making me think seriously about how women deal with a lot of things because they menstruate. Talk to me. We have all of these here. And we have a PAD scholarship, and you've talked about public schools earlier, saying that they need a lot of these things. If you had a chance to speak with public school girls, and we can make that happen, if you have that kind of chance, apart from speaking about endometriosis, what else would you want to talk about regarding periods or menstruation?
Yeah, like I can advise all these like young teens or even people that have even started menstruation, how it's better to use like pads, because the public people are not that really fortunate, and some don't even have the like money to buy like pads and everything, and pads is like more safer than using tissues or other stuff like that, and making them aware of stuff like this, their sexual growth and different stuff, it's better. Like it reduces crime rates in the society too.
Crime rate.
Yes.
Tell me how it affects crime rate.
Because like if they're not like aware of stuff like this, they can like somebody can just like come and like rape them and they won't know. They'll just be like, oh no. And it has already happened, and they're not aware of stuff like this, and people can like use them.
Right. I understand the fact that if people are not knowledgeable, let's just be specific, we're talking young girls here. So if young girls are not aware about their bodies or they don't have the right materials to use for their menstruation, they can be lured into illegal or illicit acts with people. They can be lured by people who do not have good intentions, and they can get raped for nothing. It's just because they don't have the right materials for their menstruation. I think that's a very brilliant thing to say, quite intelligent. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very
we
much.
haven't talked about your prize. I know that you won't share with me, I know that. But tell us about the prize. What was it you won?
Oh, I won a cash of 30,000 naira. Yeah, that's what I won.
So what did you do with it? Put it in the bank?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Your mom didn't take it from you to keep for you?
No, she put it in my bank.
Okay, in your account. Okay, so you already know about financial literacy.
Yes.
You didn't spend it immediately?
No, I have to save it.
Oh, that's so good. Well done. And there you have it. That's God's Favour Udom on My Period Stories today, talking about her experience researching and writing about endometriosis and what she's going to do moving forward, sharing that knowledge with girls like her in public schools and publishing her essay on social media. Isn't that such a child, a girl with agency? It is heartwarming to have this sort of thinking from a girl child. Thank you very much for coming, God's Favour.
Thank you for having me.
What's your nickname at home?
Mama.
Mama.
Yes.
You should have told me. I've been calling you Mama as well. Thank you for coming on My Period Stories. Before you go, let's find some gifts for you.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So, this is a reusable pad. I know that disposable pad is quite common and that's what you find everywhere, but this is a reusable pad already manufactured. So I'm going to give you a gift of one for yourself and one for your mom.
Yes.
Because we don't want to leave mommy out,
Yes.
right? Okay, so here we are. This is from us to you.
My aunt once said, I've had like 8 girls in this house and they have period pains. This is what kills it. I used it, very bitter black substances that kind of added more to my issues, and then I would be forced to take it because it looks like you are in pain. We're asking you to use this. You do not want to use it. Doesn't mean you don't want a solution.
Oh, once you start your period, everybody's on period.
Everybody is on period because I am in so much pain.
Because they're
excruciating.
caring for
They
you.
have to care for me. And there's this shame and stigma around period. Like, you are having your period, you are in so much pains, you're looking for cold surfaces to lie down because you cannot bear, you feel so hot. And everybody's like, why are you making a scene? You are not the first woman in this house to have a period.